On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Eagles, 60. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 13. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing off the play fake here. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
All right.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
The ball is loose, and the Cardinals grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
This is ahead for about 5. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 23. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Here we go,
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets this one to Harrison. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Set go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bronco leading. 79 Bronco. Go.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
That's taken at the 15. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Panthers football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right.
Hand off to the back. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud now. He's on the move. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Straight ahead with Williams. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
All right.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Stroud off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. time. Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Stroud throwing here on first. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll try and throw it here. Hits his running back. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 48. On the move, headed right. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. He'll throw it yet again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Cardinals are on the move here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Still sticking with the passing game. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing now off play action. He's got a man left. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd
They'll try and punch it in. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll throw it. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now a give running right. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 22 on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. The give here on second. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jair Alexander with the stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and long for him here. Dump off caught by his back. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. The Cardinals out for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
All right.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
19 seconds.
Back to the well again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the
Oh,
Panthers 1st down.
Hey, uno more.
From the gun, Stroud. That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
11.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. On 4th down, out comes the Panthers field goal team and Harrison Mevis. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Mevis able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds his back complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 30-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. The Cardinals have it, 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw now. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Here's a throw. This finds Evans, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
Looking for a throw here. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here. Throwing it again here. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They are throwing it again. Touchdown, Arizona! And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he can't make the end zone, and that may have been their last gasp as this stays a 3-possession game. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Another carry for him. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down,
Here we go, let's go.
On play action, here's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The back's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Cardinals grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around. Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he reaches the 35 before going out. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Arizona. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. McBride hauls it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
19 line. Go.
From the 43. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He's got him. That's McBride.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Come on, set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has some room to work. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so
Here we
easy.
go, set.
Motioning the tight end now. We've got a screen to the running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they...
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Not the position we normally see him lined up in, Brock, but showing that he can be a pretty good H-back, too, by getting that one to the end zone.
Yeah, and I must say, pretty good job by the offensive staff of moving these chess pieces around. That's so critical down in the red zone. Move your pieces around to a favorable position, and you might just get checkmate.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Cardinals trim the deficit down to 5. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Foul, flag. Flag, flag, flag.
Right up the gut. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
All right.
They give it to him again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. Has a lane inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. Wow, they're going to pass it here. They did it! He made the interception! Max Melton with the INT! And the Cardinals make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish.